In today's lesson, you're going to learn how to ask and talk about time. Of course, I'm Jennifer from jforcesenglish.com, and this channel is dedicated to helping you sound like a fluent, confident, natural English speaker. Now, before we go any further, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified every time I post a new lesson. Now, let's dive into this video. All right, let's talk about asking about and talking about time. Now keep in mind, this is an American English lesson. I speak American English. I know there are some differences between American English and British English when it comes to time. We're only discussing American English because that's the English I speak. All right, so let's say you're walking down the street and your cell phone is dead, you don't have a watch, and you need to know what time it is. Here's the question that you can ask someone. Now, you're going to ask a random person. So first you need to get their attention. You're going to do that by saying, "Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me." Now, after you get their attention, because this is a stranger, you're going to use a polite question. And you're going to say, "Excuse me, do you have the time? Do you have the time?" Okay, that is the most polite, the most natural way to ask a stranger for the time. "Excuse me, do you have the time?" Now, let's say the same situation. Your phone's dead or it's in your car and you don't have a watch, but you're sitting with a friend, a colleague, your girlfriend, boyfriend, somebody you have a closer relationship with. In that case, you're not going to use that polite expression. That's for strangers. You're going to say, "Hey," instead of "excuse me" to get their attention, you're going to say, "Hey, what time is it? Hey, what time is it?" So our question and our way of getting their attention is totally different. "Hey, what time is it? What time is it? What time is it?" So make sure you remember those two questions with the specific situations when you would use them, and you don't want to mix them up. So now let's talk about giving the time. So maybe somebody asks you for the time and you're going to give it. So of course you could say "it's," our verb to be, "it is." Make sure you use that contraction. It will help you sound a lot more natural. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. You can always leave out the o'clock and you can say "it's 9. It's 9. Now for this one, we have two different ways. You could say "it's 9:15, 9:15. It's 9:15. Or you could say "it's a quarter after 9. It's a quarter after 9. Make sure you get that article, a quarter. It's a quarter after 9. Both of them are extremely common and they're interchangeable. Now in this one, we would simply say "it's 9:30. It's 9:30. Now for this one, we also have two different ways. You could simply say "it's 9:45. It's 9:45. Or you could say "it's a quarter to 10. It's a quarter to 10. Now, when we get to a quarter to 10, we can do the same thing for 9:50 and 9:55. You could say "it's 9:50 or "it's 10. It's 10 to 10. It's 10 to 10. 10 to 10 is 9:50. It's 10 to 10. For this one, it would be "it's 9:55 or "it's 5 to 10. It's 5 to 10. So we do this with 45, 50, and 55. So remember, we have our two separate questions. "Excuse me, do you have the time?" "Hey, what time is it?" And then to give our reply, we have different options as well. make sure you're using that contraction it's. We always use it is, it's, and then we give the time. So now you know how to ask and give the time in American English so you sound natural. Now to practice, I want you to write out those 2 questions in the comments and give the reply to both of them as well and use 2 different times in the replies and then practice it out loud. Get comfortable saying this using spoken English as well. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe. Now, before you go, make sure you head on over to my website, j4isenglish.com, and download your free speaking guide. In this guide, I share 6 tips on how to speak English fluently and confidently. And until next time, happy studying. Hey, what time is it? We're friends, right? So we can use this casual greeting. Hey, what time is it? So now write down in the comments exactly what time it is because I want to see what time you watch this video and include your time zone as well because it could be very different than my time zone. So can't wait to see what time you watch this video and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!